Today we have a lot of news, many leaks that I know you all enjoy. We're going to talk about Magneto and Professor Xavier teaming up in Avengers Doomsday. Look at that, they've already been called, right? The original Fox actors have already been confirmed. So we'll have the classic senior Avengers there beating up the younger one. Also, are Spider-Man, Hulk, and Doctor Strange out of Avengers Doomsday? Because so far no one has been confirmed. Well, if it's not the Wild Hulk, the Smashing Hulk, we don't want him, right? We're tired of Professor Hulk. What do you all think? Also, we have an updated calendar. All the big movies up to 2027. We've got a lot to watch, and we need money, right? Comment below. Which news excited you the most? And if you're already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and give us a like to show your trust. If you're not subscribed yet, if this is your first time here, watch the video first. And if you like it, if it adds something for you at any point, then I invite you to subscribe to the channel and join our community, all right? So let's get straight to it. No beating around the bush. Let's get to the video.
You won't believe it, but I'm back myself. Yes, me, Magneto. I have just been confirmed in the cast of Avengers Doomsday, alongside that enlightened bald guy, Professor Xavier. After years of being treated as the #1 mutant terror and dying, and coming back more times than a bad Netflix series, I'm here to announce my triumphant return. And this time, no more lifting, random bridges, or giving speeches about mutant superiority. Now the talk is serious. Incursions, multiverse, end of everything. And yes, I tried to hold an entire planet with my magnetism. Spoiler, it didn't work. But at least I died as a hero. And you'll see all of this if you stick around. By the way, look, I'm going to do something I hate. Ask for subscriptions and likes. Because let's be honest, if I don't ask, you'll watch, laugh, get emotional, and leave. As if nothing happened. Just like Xavier when he leaves me talking to myself. If you don't subscribe, I'll seriously consider using my magnetism to blow up your router and leave you without internet. Like, comment, activate the bell, and avoid this horrible fate. Now, seriously, this is the golden opportunity for Marvel to make me an official member of the X-Men. I don't know if you know, but in the comics, I've been Cyclops' right-hand man for a long time. That guy took me out of the villainy basement and gave me a badge as a responsible mutant leader. No extreme speeches. Now I'm almost a diplomat. Almost. Will they finally show this phase in the movies? Or will they continue to treat me as the grumpy old man who lifts the statue in anger? And there's more. There's a chance Marvel will adapt that bold phase of the mutant island Krakoa style. Me and Xavier as leaders of a nation. I'm not saying this will happen in the movie, but elements from there might appear. After all, putting 2 elders to lead an army of mutants isn't so different from leading a group of spoiled heroes in a chaotic crossover. Now, about the incursions. The universes are colliding and things are getting ugly. Forget about the cute hero variant. Mystical creatures, unknown races, helmeted priests, golden, I swear by apocalypse, are coming. Xavier and I have already tried to face this in a parallel universe. It ended badly. But now with the Avengers, who knows? We couldn't do something worthy before kicking the bucket for the 4th time. And yes, Xavier has already died 3 times. Seriously. And if statistics are anything to go by, he'll die again. But this time, I want him to have a moment of glory. Not just turn to dust in slow motion. And me too, since X-Men 3, they haven't let me show the true power of Magneto. I controlled the magnetic field of an entire planet, and you think I'm going to be defeated by a bottle cap? Show some respect. Of course, we have a problem called Dr. Doom. The guy has armor with protection against telepathy, magnetism, and even bad jokes. I don't know if Xavier or I will be able to do much against him. But look, even if we don't defeat the big boss, there's still plenty of room to shine before the end. And if I'm going to die again, let it be by blowing up something beautiful. There's also the detail of our age. I'm 85. Xavier is 84. The truth is, if you want to see these 2 old men kicking butt again, better record it soon. What if, in the middle of recording, my back locks up? Take advantage of the fact that we still breathe on our own. I'm here recording this video fueled by fish oil and the desire to dominate humanity. And for those who think this comeback is just a marketing ploy appealing to nostalgia, let me remind you of two little details. No Way Home almost hit $2 billion at the box office, with 3 Spider-Men in the same movie. And Deadpool and Wolverine grossed around $1 billion and $300 million. It's not an appeal. It's a formula that works. And if it works, we'll repeat it until we're tired. Or until Xavier dies again. Whichever comes first. And ever since Disney bought Fox, the question I hear the most is, when will the X-Men fully enter the MCU? Well, here it is now. Not only are we going to enter, but we're going to invade with both feet, cane and all. The classic trilogy from the 2000s is all coming back. Yes, including the toughest ones. I'm talking about myself and Xavier, of course. The leaders of the mutant race. For those who are lost with the mess of the X-Men timeline, don't worry. Even Fox didn't understand what it did. Time travel, actor changes, unannounced reboots, all of this confused everyone. But with this return in Doomsday, Marvel can simply use the multiverse as an official excuse and bring everyone together. After all, if Logan came back, why not me? And even better, why not me with epic scenes like that bridge scene in Fox's classic trilogy, using my magnetism and the soundtrack of the audience giving me a standing ovation? Now tell me, what do you expect from me and Xavier in this movie? Do you think we're going to shine or just become statistics? Comment here. But if you don't comment, I swear I'll lift your phone with my power and lock it on TikTok for 3 hours, only with videos of old adults doing children's dances. And for those who haven't subscribed yet, last chance before I turn your laptop into telekinetic scrap. Choose wisely.
You won't believe it, but I was left out of the new Avengers movie. Yes, me. You can laugh. I'm used to it. Avengers Doomsday announced a cast with 27 heroes. And none of them are me, not even Doctor Strange, and much less the neighborhood's favorite Spider-Man. And before you ask, no, I didn't fight with Kevin Feige. At least not this week. But look, before you give up on me like Marvel did, I'm going to ask for the basics. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and comment. I know. I hate asking for this. I feel like a fitness influencer asking you to buy supplements. But if I don't ask, you'll watch, laugh, and leave. Just like they did to me in the movie casting. And if you don't subscribe, I will personally crush your Wi-Fi. With class, of course. Like a civilized monster. Let's be honest. You can't fit 80 heroes into a 2.5-hour movie. This isn't a family barbecue. It's a movie script. In the comics, when a mega saga happens, only a few characters are chosen to drive the story. The rest appear in parallel comics. This is called a tie-in. In other words, if you don't see me in this movie, maybe you'll see me later, somewhere else. Or in a bar having a drink with Deadpool. Speaking of Spider, they've already announced his solo movie, Spider-Man. Brand new day. It premieres 2 months after Doomsday. It will show what Parker is doing while the others are fighting. Just like they did with Ant-Man, who disappeared in Infinity War, but then came back strong in Endgame. The moral is, everyone has their time to shine. Spider-Man is not the protagonist of a global saga. He shines in his own neighborhood. Want a clearer example? Deadpool. Very famous out here. Everyone loves him. But within the Marvel story, he's treated as an inside joke. People confuse him with Spider-Man. He is hated by the heroes. He's a real nobody with a sword and a ready joke. But we love him precisely because of that. Real life is one thing, the Marvel universe is another. Now about me, the big green guy. Marvel is clearly dragging my story along. The rights to my solo movie still belong to Universal. So I'm like a guest that no one invites to the barbecue. But there's a hot rumor going around. My concept art leaked. Of She-Hulk and Scar. In a medieval world that seems to be Dr. Doom's world in Secret Wars. If this is confirmed, my moment to shine is in this other movie. Expect medieval brawls with the Green Gang. And Doctor Strange? That guy is more tangled up than a Netflix contract. Benedict Cumberbatch has already said yes, then no, then maybe. It's like me trying to decide whether or not to go to the gym. But if he really shows up, it will be at the right time. In the comics, he is essential in this saga. He steals power from the Beyonders, becomes Dr. Doom's right hand in the battle world, If he's not in Doomsday, he'll be in something even bigger. And it's worth remembering that Marvel is bringing back the X-Men in this movie. A lot of important people to fit into a short screen time. Do you really think it's possible to include everyone and still develop the plot? That's why they chose to prioritize certain groups. And honestly, after years of absence, the mutants deserve this time in the spotlight. And since we're talking about the spotlight, do you remember what happened to Cyclops in the old movies? He became a background character in his own group, all to make Wolverine the protagonist. Marvel now seems to be trying to correct that. But if they repeat this mistake, people are going to complain a lot. No one wants to see important characters being sidelined for trends anymore. In fact, the absurd number of views on the trailer, 275 million, shows that expectations are sky high. And when that happens, every detail becomes a controversy. If they leave someone out, people shout. If they include everyone, they complain about the mess. It's like me trying to assemble a soccer team. If I call everyone, there's not enough ball for all the feet. If I leave one out, the whining starts. So hold your anxiety. If you think a character needs to be in every movie, you're probably the type who gets upset when the waiter doesn't bring farofa with your meal. Breathe. Everyone has their moment. And if you've made it this far, comment. Are you nervous, Hulk? I swear I'll respond calmly. Or not. Since everyone wants the Wild Hulk back, if you haven't subscribed yet, be careful. The next time you open the microwave, it might be me in there waiting to talk to you. And it's not a light chat either. Like, comment, share. The big green thanks you. Until next time.
I was there, relaxed, with my coffee, thinking nothing else in cinema could surprise me. And bam, CinemaCon just drops a truckload of movie announcements up to 2027. There are sequels, reboots, live action, crossovers, and even a movie based on Formula One with Brad Pitt. If you think cinema was slow, hold on tight because things are going to speed up a lot. But hold on, I'll tell you everything from the beginning with details that no one else shows you. By the way, before I continue, let me make that request that I pretend to ignore, but I know I need to make. If you don't subscribe now and don't leave a like, I'll freeze your TV and your phone. Playing a new Snow White movie for 24 hours at maximum volume. Are you going to risk it? I think it's easier for you to subscribe and hit the like button. I'll give you 3 seconds. Go ahead. Have you subscribed yet? Have you hit the like button yet? Great, because that Snow White movie is horrible. Continuing, starting with the movies of 2025. Take note because there's a bomb coming. We have the return of the Conjuring universe, Minecraft, which is even in theaters now, Mission Impossible, even more impossible, possibly marking the last film of Tom Cruise as Agent Tom Hunt, the new Karate Kid, promising a kick of nostalgia, bringing back Jackie Chan, along with Rafa McHugh. Look how incredible. And even a Formula One movie backed by Hamilton, the real driver. Not to mention Megan 2.0, Jurassic World, super revamped, and the Fantastic Four, returning once again now in the hands of Marvel. Will it work this time? And of course Pixar threw in the zoo, Zootopia, 2 in the package. And hold on to this. Avatar is coming back again, now trying to repeat that basic billion. A curious detail about 2025 is the absurd amount of sequels. Almost everything is derived from some franchise or shared universe. Even the live action of How to Train Your Dragon is jumping on this bandwagon. The new Freaky Friday, Smurfs, Black Phone 2, everything has a foot in the past. The only truly original proposal seems to be the Formula One movie with Brad Pitt, which says a lot about the current state of studio creativity. But 2026 is already starting without breaks. The Avengers are back in Avengers Doomsday. Spider-Man 4 arrives with a whole new name. Brand new day. They're already packaging. Moana 3 as well, while He-Man and Scream 7 are running on the outside. Just a point about He-Man, which is one of the most beloved topics here on this channel. I've already made 3-4 videos about behind the scenes information when the trailer is coming out, what's confirmed, what's false. Then check it out, search here on the channel. The latest videos came out about a week or 2 ago at most, okay? Continuing. Did you know they're making a new Street Fighter? Yeah, that too. I thought it was a meme, but it seems like the trend is to revive everything that was successful in people's childhood. Oh, and Super Mario is coming back with a new movie, that wonderful thing. Nolan is coming with another mind-blowing hit, and the Even Shrek 5 was called to the party. I also made a video here about Shrek 5, about that somewhat strange trailer, right? The Mandalorian is also present. New movie, Toy Story 5 as well. It's worth remembering that many of these movies haven't started filming yet. They are promised, but not guaranteed. Okay, let me explain better. They are guaranteed. They are not fully confirmed for 2026, because if they haven't started filming, there might be some kind of delay. But they will be released at some point. And there are also projects that caused confusion, like Clayface, which sparked controversy on social media because people thought the released image was official, but it was just fan art taken from the... And about the hunt for Gollum, this movie will be directed by Andy Serkis himself, the original Gollum from The Lord of the Rings, and produced by Peter Jackson, which already creates a direct connection with the universe of The Lord of the Rings. That classic, those three wonderful films. The 2027 list is still in its early stages, but it already carries weight. Avengers: Secret Wars promises to be the endgame for the new generation. Will they be able to reach that level? Comment below. Zelda is going to get a movie. Tom Hollywood is already shaking there. Could it be him? And if you thought Spider-Verse was going to stop at the second one, you thought wrong. But who also thought it would stop at the second one, right? The third movie is coming with everything. There was even a secret presentation at CinemaCon, which left everyone amazed by the quality of the animation. And yes, Sonic 4 has been confirmed. I'm almost opening a spreadsheet just to organize so many sequels. But that's the new golden rule of Hollywood. If it worked once, repeat until it's exhausted. And look, before you think I'm exaggerating about the sequel, there's still Rengar Games' Jumanji, which I've already lost count of, Mega Minions, Ice Age 6, and even Fast and Furious 10, Part 2. Have you ever seen a movie being number 10, Part 2? That's right, they not only made 10 movies, but they also split the 10th into 2. All of this is already planned for 2027. It's almost as if the screenwriters made a bet to see who could stretch their franchise the most. This tsunami of sequels is a direct reflection of the new audience behavior. With streaming and digital rentals getting closer to the release date, studios are betting on what already has a guaranteed fan base. The recession, empty cinemas, and the fear of flops have pushed producers to hit the easy button. Nostalgia. That's why we're Deadpool, Wolverine, Inside Out, Moana, Captain America, all coming back. And I also made a very important video that you have to watch, which is about the impact of the conflict between the United States and China, causing this excessive taxation, this trade dispute to directly affect the closing of the Chinese market to Hollywood. Remember that Hollywood films make a lot of money from their premieres in China. And I can assure you that depending on the film, its success or failure, whether it breaks even or not, whether it makes a profit or incurs a loss, depends on whether it will premiere in China or not. Now tell me, which of these films do you most want to? Comment below and choose the next video here on the side so we can continue this conversation. And if you haven't subscribed yet, be careful. If you don't subscribe and hit the like button, I'll send Fred from Five Nights to clock in at your house every night. The choice is yours. Choose wisely.